In the heart of the Middle East, amidst ancient civilizations and rich oil reserves, rose a leader whose reign would be marked by ruthless ambition and devastating conflict. This is the story of Saddam Hussein, the president of Iraq, whose rule from 1979 to 2003 shaped not only the fate of his country, but echoed across the world. Saddam Hussein al-Tikriti was born into poverty in 1937 in the town of Al-Auja, near Tikrit, Iraq. Without a father from a young age, and with a harsh stepfather, the young Saddam found solace and ambition in the rising ideology of Arab nationalism. By his early 20s, Saddam had joined the ranks of the Ba'ath Party, quickly climbing its ladder with a combination of shrewd political acumen and undeniable brutality. By 1979, he solidified his power, assuming the role of president after forcing his predecessor to resign. As president, Saddam's grip on Iraq was ironclad. Through propaganda and intense surveillance, he cultivated a godlike image, omnipresent in the lives of Iraqis. His portraits lined streets, and his statues towered over squares, a constant reminder of his watchful eyes. In 1980, driven by a desire to dominate the Persian Gulf, and fearing the spread of Shia revolution from newly Islamic Iran, Saddam launched a brutal attack on his neighbor, igniting the devastating 8-year Iran-Iraq War. It claimed hundreds of thousands of lives, leaving scars on both nations that persist to this day. Saddam's regime was also marked by its cruelty towards ethnic minorities. The Anfal campaign in the late 1980s targeted the Kurdish population of Iraq, resulting in the deaths of tens of thousands of Kurds. Entire villages were destroyed, and chemical weapons were used in a harrowing display of genocide. The world watched in horror in 1990 when Saddam ordered the invasion of Kuwait. This act of aggression would not stand unchallenged, prompting a coalition led by the United States to intervene, resulting in the Gulf War. Though the war was brief, the impact was lasting, leading to years of sanctions and suffering for the Iraqi people. In March 2003, the U.S. led a coalition to invade Iraq, citing the alleged possession of weapons of mass destruction, a claim later discredited. After months on the run, Saddam was captured in December of the same year, found hiding in a small hole near his hometown of Tikrit. Saddam Hussein was tried by an Iraqi tribunal for crimes against humanity and was executed in December 2006. His legacy, however, remains complex. For some, he was a bulwark against Iranian influence and a promoter of secularism. For others, he was a tyrant whose brutal tactics and wars left a nation in ruins. The story of Saddam Hussein is a stark reminder of how power, when unchecked, can lead to profound atrocities. As Iraq continues to rebuild from decades of conflict, the shadow of his rule serves as a somber lesson for leaders and nations around the world. Thank you for watching. Remember the past, understand the present, and shape the future.